after the fourth down stop, and the reason that it wasn't counted was the officials weren't in position?
The tone, I would say it was just, we play next play mentality, so there's always plays during the game that we have adversity, and, we win the plays, sometimes we lose the plays. So we took it as a time to, bounce back and go make the play again. So unfortunately it didn't go our way.
What happened? Break down the breakup that you had there on the second down play in the end zone. It looked like they had play action. You were the only person there to save that one.
Yeah, we were in a cover 4 right there, so I got a wham read from the tight end, and it was just a good play by them because they had a backside Y that got freed. Our keys is the tight end from the field, and as soon as I realized it, I got a chance of the ball, went and made a play.
Donovan, what caused some of the issues stopping the run in the second half?
Obviously, I think we have to go watch film and check that out. But they're a good team too, and one thing they did say is they're going to run the ball, and I think we stopped it well for the most part. Like I said, we got to watch film. We're going to correct what we got to correct, and bounce back next week.
How do you guys bounce back from 2 devastating losses like these ones?
I think the key is positivity. Next play mentality, like we always say. The energy, the energy's got to be is up. It's got to be up. Going from 7-0 to, like you said, 2 losses, that could break teams. But I think we worked too hard for 9 months of off season to, fumble and fold now. So we're already mindset now on Clemson. We're gonna have the 24-hour rule, watch the film, figure it out, and then the goal is to go beat Clemson.
All the penalties you guys have had, lack of focus maybe last week as well. Have you noticed anything different within the team the past 2 weeks? Just kind of getting off to a slow start maybe?
No, I wouldn't say I noticed anything different. I think sometimes the ball rolls your way, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, we got to keep preaching now. We got to go practice hard, go be positive, and take a positive mindset the next week, and keep our heads up because any given day a team can win, any given day a team can lose. So I want to be on the winning side next week.
Is that the older players like yourself to keep everybody's mood up? Some younger players.
Yes, sir. I would say obviously it's the leaders' jobs, but at the same time it's got to be preached throughout the locker room. Everyone's got to have that mindset that we're going to be okay at the end of the day, and I think we are. We're going to be fine. That's just one thing that I'm not worried about. Like I said, we worked so hard in the off season to ruin it now. So I think we're going to go bounce back, take it one day at a time, practice hard, and go 1-0 at the end of the day.
There's some positives you can take from this game compared to last week's performance against SMU.
Yeah, I would say yeah, we definitely, we had a pretty good first half defensively. They scored twice in the second half, so we got to go look and see how to correct that. But I think as a defense wise, I think we played well. Obviously, there's things that we can correct at the end of the day, but. Like I said, we got to watch the film and then go from there.
There was that reverse early on in the game where it looked like they basically had the sideline and 3 linemen, and you were the only person there, and somehow it didn't go for a touchdown. What was your approach to be like, hey, there's 3 guys here, and somehow I got to maintain this spot?
I was like, he's not going to score, so I leveraged my block. I leveraged the lineman. I knew I was last line of defense, and I was just made the play. So.
Did you see that reverse play at all in your video study of Virginia this week?
I would not say that. I think that's one thing they came in game plan, and they're like, one of the ways they were going to try to beat us was they had a bye week, so they're going to come out with something new. So I think we played the reverse I think they ran it 3 times. So. Obviously, we got to keep our eyes on our keys and then make sure that none of these reverses, and we stop them next time.
A couple more.
Ron made that interception on the first drive. What did you think of his performance? I think it was his first start of the season today.
Yeah, my boy Mondo, he played a great game. I was so happy for him. I really wanted to get that win for him, because he probably would have got one of the player of the game. You know, he really killed it. I'm really happy for him. You know, one thing about him, he's just been continuing to get better and better as the weeks go on, getting comfortable in the position that he's in. And then, you know, he got his first start, and, you know, he showed out. You know, tackle for loss, pick, bunch of tackles. I was really happy for him. So one thing about it is that's going to just help with his confidence, and I know he's going to keep getting better and better week in, week out.
Good. Thanks, Donovan.
I appreciate y'all.
What's up, guys?
Gavin, could you put your finger on some of the offensive problems you guys have had the last few weeks?
What's that?
Could you put your finger on some of the offensive problems you guys have had the past few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, we know that we can move the ball when we're efficient, and you know, everyone does their 1 of 11. But I mean, when we have pre-snap penalties and you know, turnovers, you know, it's tough to move the ball and it's tough to score. So, you know, just minimizing those mistakes and you know, protecting the football.
Yeah, I mean,
Kevin, how does it affect a team psychologically when a couple of calls don't go your way?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's ever going to go our way. You know, we know that, but you know, it's the next play mentality. You know, whatever happens, you got to shake it. You know, whether it's the calls or you missed a block, anything. You know, you just got to shake it, get to the next play. So it's just the next play mentality.
Gavin, Pat talked a lot about how the defenses have been throwing a lot at you guys that they're not showing on tape. You know, like last week, SMU, or when you guys played SMU, they usually ran man, but they ran a lot of zone against you guys. Did Virginia do something similar in this game where there was things that like, hey, this just isn't what they've shown, we have to adjust?
I mean, no, I feel like we had a pretty good idea of what they were going to do going in. You know, maybe they ran a little bit more man than we expected, but you know, at the end of the day, we just got to execute our jobs, and you know, whatever play Coach Bell calls, you know, we have to execute it to the best we can, and you know, whatever he calls, it's going to work as long as we execute.
Yeah, a lot of drops over the past couple weeks. Can you put your finger on what's behind those?
You know, just not catching the ball. I don't know. We got to be better.
First touchdown for you this season, what was it like getting into the end zone?
You know, it was great. You know, obviously I missed the box, but you know, and you know, when you can't win, it doesn't really help or do anything. But you know, it's definitely nice to get in the end zone. You know, help the team come back. You know, we definitely needed a touchdown, and you know, that touchdown definitely boosted our ego. You know, going out on the field, but you know, just couldn't get it done.
What was the mood of the offense after the two-point conversion was called back because of the penalty?
I mean, obviously we weren't happy, but you know, things don't go your way. You know, we had countless chances to, you know, go in that football game as an offense, and you know, we just couldn't get it done. So that's something that, you know, we got to get better at.
What did you feel like was working on that drive that ended in your touchdown? I think it was your longest drive of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when we run an efficient offense. You know, everyone gets lined up fast. You know, I think that's the biggest thing for us is getting lined up fast, and you know, just continuing with a good pace, because you know that throws the defense off, and we play our best when we're fast. So, you know, we just got to be better at that, and you know, obviously we score points when we're fast.
How have you felt about you guys' practices the last couple of weeks, especially this week? It seemed like there were a lot of penalties early. It took a little while for the team to settle in.
Yeah, I mean, we bust our ass every day at practice. You know, after last week, you know, we practice hard every week, but you know, last week we definitely, you know, got after it after the loss we had, and you know, we're going to continue to get better and, you know, get better at the tape.
You haven't noticed any lack of focus with your guys?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, as a leader of this, a leader of this team, what do you tell the guys, you know, after 2 straight losses?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not easy. You know, definitely a lot of frustration, but you know, we play Clemson next week. It's senior night. You know, it's a big game, and you know, everything that we want is still in front of us. But you know, we just got to take it one game at a time, and you know, not look at the outside noise and just worry about who we play next.